present box. Those of you that have not been here for the last few weeks, when I was in Italy about a month ago, I was experiencing burnout. Anybody know what that is? Burnout is a tough thing, okay? And if you're a Christian and you're burned out in your faith, it's a very difficult thing because you want so much for God to do something in your life, and God can't do anything at that time because you're seared inside. You're burnt as like a poker had gone through you, and there's no feeling. And so I went to Italy, and I think those of you all that know, I went for 11 days, and that was my whole purpose of wanting to go to Italy, not just to see my son, but I wanted to go and to reconnect to God. And my idea was, okay, I'm going to go to Italy on day one, and on my plane ride over there, I've got about a 13-hour trip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start reconnecting with God right there. I'm going to do everything that I have to do to connect with God. And the funny thing is, it doesn't work that way. You see, God knows what's inside of me better than anybody, better than anything. And I want to encourage you today, and I want everybody, listen, if you've got garbage in your life, or you've got hurt or frustration, give me 30 minutes. Forget the garbage. Everybody, forget garbage. This is not a day to dwell on garbage. This is the day to dwell on Christ and the gift that He gave us. So, as I was sitting on the plane, as you can imagine, my reconnection didn't work. And God kept saying to me, or I felt like God kept saying to me, you just need to rest first. You just need to rest first. So I did. I took some time and I rested my spirit. And on the 7th day, I kid you not, the 7th day, at just the weirdest moment, I was on a bus heading to England, and God showed up in the middle of that bus ride. And He shared with me a few gifts. And it's those gifts that I want to share with you. And the first week, does anybody remember what the first week's gift was that God shared with me that Christmas is about? You have a word. Turn these off, whatever's blinking, dim off. That drives me nuts, okay? You have worth. You have worth. You're worth something to God. You're worth so much to God that He was willing to leave His throne in heaven. And if you remember something that I said in the midst of that, do you know what God did for you? God never had to struggle with anything such as a stumped toe or a cut finger or being cold or being hungry or being any of those things. He didn't have to deal with any of that, yet He chose to become a man. And the Bible teaches us that He experienced everything that we did. Every temptation that we experienced, He experienced every human emotion. He experienced it. And friends, that is what's so beautiful about that gift. You are worth so much to God. I am worth so much to God that God was willing to come and live my life. Lynn, do you still hurt, brother? Anybody suffer with headaches, anxiety, depression, brokenness, emptiness, loneliness? Everything I just mentioned, God dealt with it. He dealt with it not just in heaven on high looking down. You were worth so much and I was worth so much that God said, I'm going to go and experience it in the human flesh. That's just like, Lynn, if I say to you, oh brother, I feel your pain. I can't feel your pain. Unless I go through something very similar, unless I have a back incident, unless I struggle with all of these surgeries, unless I lose somebody, unless I am broken, unless I'm dealing with the depression, I can't say to you, oh, God bless your heart, I know what you mean, or I'm praying for you, I feel for you, I have empathy for you because you've got depression, or because you've got brokenness, or because maybe you feel a little bit lost inside. No. Unless I am experiencing those things to a similar degree that you're experiencing, there's no way for me to truly understand it. And God made a choice because we're worth it. We're worth it so much that He chose to go through those things. Second thing, does anybody remember what the second thing was? Excuse me? Purity. You see, God's gift was a gift of purity. You and I can be made pure through Jesus Christ. I don't care who you are in this room today, you're a mess.
Right. Mom.
Hang on, listen to me. You are a mess. Your sin may look different than mine. But you're a mess. I'm a mess. Say it with me. We're a mess. 1, 2, 3.
We're a mess.
You know, the problem is we don't really buy into that sometimes. We look at somebody else and we say, well, at least I'm not that. We're a mess. And messes don't get to go to heaven. I'm going to say that again. Messes don't get to go to heaven. The Bible teaches us that nothing unclean or impure has place in the kingdom of heaven. And we have become impure because of sin in our life. And God provided purity for you. David was a mess. We know that. We talked about that. David was probably one of the people that when I look at him, I guess I could resonate with him. He was a person that tended to get himself into issues, and they were by his choosing. He would get himself into an issue of adultery. It was by his choosing. By the way, if you don't remember the story, he had Bathsheba's husband killed. Do you know what that makes him? A murderer. Don't say an accessory to. This is a king giving orders that says, kill this man. Put him on the front lines where we know absolutely he is going to get killed. That made him complicit. He was a murderer. He was as impure and unclean as a person can get. The Apostle Paul, do you remember? He said, of sinners, I am the chief. Nobody in the history of our world has done more other than Jesus Christ for the cause of Christ than the Apostle Paul. Once you recognize how dirty you are, you'll want to be clean. Anybody ever stunk so bad that you smelled yourself? Huh? Wait a minute. Now you got me really feeling weird right now, okay? What about after you've taken a bath? Do you smell good? Supposed to? Here's the issue. The fragrance that we smell is not the fragrance that God smells. God smells the fragrance of our hearts. And guys, let me tell you something. My heart way too often stinks. But God provided the gift of purity. Today is the third thing that God spoke to me. If you have your Bibles, I want you to turn to the book of 1 Thessalonians, please. 1 Thessalonians. Chapter 1. Start at verse 2. The Apostle Paul said, and we always thank God for all of you, mentioning you in our prayers, and we continually remember before our God and our Father your work for produced by faith, your labor prompted by love, and your endurance inspired by the hope in our Lord Jesus Christ. For we know, brothers, loved by God, that He has chosen you, because our gospel came to you, not simply with words, but also with power, listen to this, with the Holy Spirit and with deep conviction. Oh, you know how we lived among you for your sake. You became imitators of us because of us in the Lord. In spite of severe suffering, you welcomed the message with joy given by the Holy Spirit. Today I want to open up the third box. This is, to me, we celebrate love, we celebrate peace. Tonight we will light the last candle, which is the Jesus candle. We celebrate hope. We celebrate the season of joy. We celebrate all kinds of things. But friends, we overlook, to me, what may be the greatest gift that God gave us. And I'm going to open this box and I want you to tell me what it is. Wonder what could have been in there that no one can see. That the Bible even refers to that and says, this thing blows wherever it wants to. The Holy Spirit. Now you may not think that that is a big deal, and I think that we have relegated the Holy Spirit to be nothing more than somebody that wants to hang out with us, or maybe even like the Easter Bunny, or maybe much like any of the other fables that we believe in. But friends, the Holy Spirit is such a blessing to every person in this room. And I want you to get it right now. If you've got trouble in your heart right now, if you've got trouble in your life, if you've got trouble in your marriage, if you've got trouble, I've got the answer. And the answer is in the Holy Spirit. It is not in anything that you can do. It is not in anything that you can say. It is not in anything that you can go through. It is not in the 5 stages of grief. It is not in the 12 steps to redemption. It is not in the 3 steps of this, that, and the other. Let me tell you something. If you truly want to find freedom, you will only find it in the Holy Spirit. You want to know why? I'm going to point out 3 things to you today. And on these 3 things, I want all the kids to listen up today, okay? If you have the ability to listen, I want you to listen. If you're an adult in this room, maybe you do not understand why God sent His Son to this earth to live and to die, so that when He died, He could go to heaven and send us the Holy Spirit. You want to know why? First one is this. The Holy Spirit gives us the truth.
Why?
I've been off of Red Bulls for 3 days. 3 days. That's not a big deal to you all. That's humongous to me. And stock prices of Red Bulls have definitely suffered from it. But I had my doctor tell me quite a few times. As a matter of fact, he publicly called me out. I have publicly called me out. And I've said things like, I need to get off of these because these are an addiction. I have had friends like Butch call me out on this and say, there is no different than the drugs I used to do than the drugs that you're doing right now. And I wouldn't listen to him because you know what? Mine was legal. Mine was legal. You could tell me all that you wanted to, that Red Bull was bad for me. But when I hit my 5th 20-ounce Red Bull a day, things were going on in my body. My esophagus is torn up. My stomach is torn up. I don't know if I've got permanent damage from these 5 years of drinking these stupid things or not. But let me tell you something. Somebody showed up in my life the other day and spoke a truth to me. You see, I was sitting here the other night and I was talking about my esophagus problem that I'm having. I'm burning from here to here. And Darby said something about it. He said, read something about Red Bulls. And I even got on Prilosec, or whatever you call that stuff. Got on that stuff and I started feeling better. But see, God began to talk to me. And God began to tell me, you are killing yourself. Oh, I liked them. I still like them, I guess. But you see, something happened in me. Truth broke through. I want you to look, if you will, turn to the book of John chapter 14. John chapter 14. If you love me, Jesus said, John chapter 14, verse 15 through 17. If you love me, Jesus said, you will obey what I command, and I will ask the Father, and He shall give you another counselor to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept Him because it neither sees Him or knows Him. But you know Him, for He lives with you and will be safe with me in you. You see, the greatest gift that God gave me is that Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And that Holy Spirit manifests itself in a spirit of truth. Guys, I counsel people a lot, all the time. Any of you all ever get into an argument with somebody?
Yep.
All right? How many sides are there?
2.
There's person 1. Of course, yeah, and there's person 2. And then there's the truth. And so I want you to understand, if you come and see me and you say, I need some counsel, and I'm sitting down with you and this person, and I don't believe either one of you. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe either one of you. I'm going to be nice enough to tell you that. I don't buy into what either one of you are saying. I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying. You know what? You hear what you're saying, but you don't hear what the other person's saying. The truth of the matter is, God is truth in that. Only the truth. And that's what I try to do, is say, let's do this. You told me what's going on in your life, and you told me how you feel about this going on. Let's see what God has to say about it. Friends, there's 3 sides to everything, and there's only one of them that's truth. Listen to me today. You might be in this room today, and I may be talking straight to your heart, but a spirit of pride gets set up inside of you and me, and pride will not let truth break through. There's some people in this room, I'm going to promise you, you're as lost as Hawkins goes. I don't know what that means. You're on the roll of a church somewhere. Sure you are. You've been baptized. Sure you are. But if Jesus were to show up today and take His children to be with Him, do you know what He would look for in your life? He would look for the Spirit of truth. How many times a day do you tell your spouse or tell somebody you love them? I told my wife I loved her this morning before she got on the airplane. And Katie rode home with me from Indianapolis last night, where we left the airport. And we were all talkative on the way to Indianapolis. And on the way home, how quiet was it? Very quiet. You want to know why it was very quiet? Because part of my heart is in an airplane right now. You see, that's the truth in my life. And friends, I can say all I want. I love my wife. But if you can't tell I love my wife by my life, then guess what? I'm probably not loving my wife like I need to. That's the truth. Oh, I love my church. Oh, I love my faith. I love my Jesus. But we give Him absolutely 0 time. Friends, you got a truth problem.
Right, come on.
I am man enough and love you enough to tell you that. You got a truth problem. You are lying to yourself. A spirit of pride is set up inside of you, and that spirit of pride is saying, he's stupid, he's wrong, he's radical, he's this, that, and the other. No. Forget me. It ain't me saying. And yes, Jesus is radical. But He said, I'm going to give you a counselor. He is the Spirit of truth. Jesus isn't going to pat you on the back and say, well, that's good enough. That's good enough. Why would He do that if He really loves you? I could have gone to Dr. Cole and said, my esophagus is burning, and he said, take Prilosec, that's good enough. Just put a little medicine on it. Just go ahead and cram 100 ounces of Red Bull down your throat every day, and everything will be fine. Don't worry about that. Well, no, He can do that, or He can be truthful with me and say, look, dude, Actually, he does say that. Look, dude. Look, dude. You need to quit this. And that is the truth. Would you be honest with me today? Is truth important to you? I mean, is it really? On a scale from 1 to 10, I want you to shout out on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being nope, 10 being the most. Tell me how important truth is to you. Truth is to you. 1, 2, 3.
8.
I didn't hear anything but 10. Is that really true?
All right, come on.
Because let me tell you something about truth. The spirit of truth. The spirit of truth usually rocks your world.
Correct.
Because the Spirit of truth will look at you and be honest with you. You see, when we struggle with something and we're going through all this stuff in our life and we go to the Lord and say, oh Lord, I need this, this, and this. Lord said, let me tell you what you really need. First. He loves me enough to tell me the truth. Truth provides freedom. You ever had a dog locked up and let him out off of the leash and with no shock collar on, which was what happens? When that dog gets loose, no shock collar, and he's completely free.
They don't bring you back.
Listen to this. Hang on, listen. He's living to the fullest. He ain't got no cares in the world. I ain't got no shock collar. I know that 1,000 feet or 100 feet, I'm not going to get zapped. I know that I can chase any rabbit. There's a deer. I can chase it. Oh, ooh, there's a raccoon. I can chase it. Ooh, look here. I'm going to spin my rear. Whatever it is that the dog wants to do, the dog can do. Why? Because it is completely free. Do you want to understand what the Spirit of truth does? It's that kind of freedom. The freedom to look in the mirror and see yourself honestly. The freedom to when your husband or your wife speaks to you, that you can honestly hear the very things that they're saying. And they make sense. Or how about this one? When the preacher talks to you. When the preacher talks to you, God's Spirit of truth will take what the preacher says and He will apply it to your life and you accept it. That's why this is an important gift. Second with this, His Spirit gives us power. Turn to the book of Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1, verse 8. I think everybody knows this passage, but let's get there. Acts chapter 1, verse 8. Jesus said this, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witness in Jerusalem, in all of Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. Listen to me. I want everybody to concentrate on what I'm getting ready to say. This is not a statement about the Holy Spirit being in me and you and giving us the freedom or the power. Listen, the freedom or the power to be a witness, a vocal witness. Oh, I'm going to go out witnessing. Do you want to know what you do every day? Listen to me. Every day of your life, whether you're speaking or not, you want to know what you do? You are witnessing. Do you want to know what this passage of Scripture really means? It really means this, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you have now the power to be transformed into the likeness of me. You can actually walk like me. You can talk like me. You can see people like me. You can think like me. You can be like me. That's the transformative power of Jesus Christ. That's the blessing of the Holy Spirit. I want to be like Him. The Apostle Paul said many, many things about freedom. But he said this in the book of Philippians. You don't need to turn if you want. It's in Philippians 1:20. He said that he was in eager, earnest expectation and hope that by his life or in his death, Jesus would be magnified in his body. In other words, he was saying that by my life or even by having to give myself to death for the cause of Christ, I pray that Jesus will be witnessed, that other people will see Jesus in my actions. I invited a lady to church on Thursday. She's not here. She will not be in any church service today. Because the last church service that she was in, and I'm not going to say the church, but the last church service that she was in, she was condemned. Vocally condemned. And she made this statement. She said, you know, I've gone to a lot of churches, and there's one thing consistent that I run into in every church that I go to, and that is the hypocrisy of Christian people. Let me ask you this question. Look at me, everybody, look up here real quickly. Do you know what hypocrisy means? Do you really know what it means in light of what Jesus is saying about having the Spirit to be a witness, the Spirit of power that comes upon you? Number one, it means this: your witness has become powerless. You can invite, but somebody is looking at your witness and say, I don't need to go to church to be like them.
Right.
I listen to all the dirty jokes that come out of your mouth. I see how you look at other women. I see how you talk about your wife. I see how you talk about your husband. I see how you do those things that you do, that you think is cool and everybody's laughing at. But you know what? It's a witness. It's a witness, and it's a powerful witness. Oh my goodness, it's a powerful witness. It has got so much power that it has turned me away from Jesus. Anybody want to admit that? Do you know what the power to be a witness, to be transformed into the likeness of Jesus is? I'm going to point out two things to you real quick, and I wrote them down. First one is this: we are given our power to witness to profit everybody. In other words, my witness is to be a profit to everybody. People should, when I walk into a room, when I walk into Walmart, when I walk into my job, when I walk into wherever I walk into, people should see my witness, and it should make people around me different, better. Amen. Does yours? Listen to me, hang on. In the handshake section. Think about your last week. Your last week, just 7 days, between last Monday and this day. What have you done that didn't look like Jesus? I live 300 yards from my dad. It took me 15 minutes to drive there. I was so nervous and scared. And I walked in the door, and lo and behold, it was just my dad. My mom is normally sitting right beside me. It was just my dad sitting there. Please listen to this. It was just my dad sitting there. And he looked up at me and he said, "Hey, Rodder," that's what he called me. "Hey, Rodder, what are you doing?" And I said, "Dad, I need to talk to you." My dad said, "Well, okay." And I was shaking like a leaf. And I said, "Dad, I need to ask you a question." He said, "Well, okay." I said, "Dad, are you a child of God? Do you know that there's a time in your life when conviction hits you of your sin and you realize that you were a sinner before an almighty, perfect God, and you invited Jesus Christ to come into your life?" And my dad turned as white as a sheet. And he didn't know what to say. Listen to me. He didn't know what to say. So he said this, listen. But I think so. And I told him, I said, Dad, we don't have to think. We can know this. I'm proud to say, my 78-year-old dad is a man of God. I'm proud of him. I'm proud to be his son. He sets a good witness for me. He's one of the best human beings that I know. And I know beyond any shadow of doubt that Jesus lives in his heart. But friends, let me ask you a question. If the Spirit of truth is coming to your life, are you being obedient to him? Are you being obedient? Has the Spirit of transformative power come into your life? When people look at you, are you different? Can people see Jesus? Hang on. And not just your life, but in your actions. Can they see Jesus in you? Or how about this? What about in the last 2 weeks if you've blown it? Oh man, I opened my mouth when I shouldn't have. I said a bunch of garbage that I should never let out of there. Let me tell you something. If you did that, that's called disobedience. Be transformed. Be different. So I'm going to ask you today, and I'm done. This guy, Jesus, he come and hung on the Christmas tree. Born in a manger. Lived just like me and you lived. Oh man, he can talk the talk. He knew Scripture. Listen to me. He knew Scripture. Oh, he would go into the temple when he was 12 years old, and he would debate with those that were Pharisees, those that were the teachers of the law. He would debate with them, and it teaches us in the Bible that they were always amazed at the authority in which he spoke in at 12 years old. But he went one further. He chose to keep on going. When times got tough, instead of opening his mouth and cursing at people, instead of opening his mouth and arguing with people, he kept his mouth shut and took their condemnation on him. He showed the world what Jesus is by being the Jesus that he was. And then he hung on the Christmas tree. Hung on the Christmas tree. You see, we celebrate the Christmas tree that points up. But it's the Christmas tree that stretches out that's the real Christmas tree. So I'm going to ask you today, have you unwrapped the gift of the Holy Spirit? Does he live in your life? Does he live in a spirit of obedience in your life? Does he live in a spirit of truth? Does he live in a spirit of transformative power? Does he live in the spirit of giftedness? Does he live in the spirit that has marked you? Because if not, today you have that chance, that opportunity, the Spirit of truth speaking to you, to do something. Step out. Would you please stand?